Good day, my name is Niels Heblij and this is my motivational video for the EPST flying program. So as one of the first bullet points I just read, it said you had to talk about who you are, which you could interpret in your own way, which I think is interesting because you can go all sorts of ways with this. I personally believe that it's not very important to talk too much about your history and where you're from. But within that history, I think it's very important to talk about the characteristics you have gained or haven't gained that are essential to be a pilot. So I will talk shortly about myself. I like to describe myself as a social nerd because yeah, I'm a nerd. I love gaming, I love chess, I love math, I love space facts, and I could give you a very much longer list. And I'm very grateful I love all this. It's a lot of passions I have. But on the other side, I'm a very social. I am the captain of my hockey team. I am project leader where you have to interact with a lot of people. And I think those that combination is quite rare to have in a good balance, because people tend to lean either too much towards the nerdy side or too much toward the social side. Where I personally believe I am quite rather in the middle, which makes perfect sense for the characteristics of a pilot. For example, as a project leader right now in the building company I work for, you have to use your social skills a lot to manage my workers. How do you motivate people without pushing them too hard to get them not to like you or not to work anymore? But you don't want them to like you too much because you're a superior and you want to have this status, so they know they have to listen to you. Balancing this, I personally believe, is something that is given to you. Like you learn it during your life. You can't learn it as you've already grown up. And most of my colleagues have not been given the opportunity to be a project leader as a starting job, which I think I'm very happy to have done that for the last year, but also it makes a lot of sense that they put me in that position. But on the other side, it's not only about the social side, but also about the more, well, I said nerdy side, more badass sides, right? For example, as a 16 to 17-year kid, I have been in a professional Call of Duty team, which is a video game. So it was my job back then. In which it was a game which had really quick eye-hand coordination, first of all, but even more important, very quick communication and very quick decision making. A lot of stuff happens within like a couple of seconds or even milliseconds. Stuff happens. How do you communicate that quickly, make a new plan according to what happens, and then change that plan and make the decision? Also there, actually, I was also the team captain as a kid, which maybe as a kid is not as important as it is now, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I think that is quite the combination I like to lean towards when people ask me what characteristics do you have, because I think as a pilot it's crucial to have the quick decision making. A lot of stuff can happen in a quick time, but also how do you manage with your crew, how do you manage your co-pilots, even maybe a captain that is above you might become really strong. How do you stay confident if you know that you're right? I think characteristics like that are very critical, which I do believe I have. For example, the last example I'll give you, I've been in the board of a hockey club. So we've been leading with 5 people the whole club, and it's mainly managing smaller groups. So it's how do you make sure the sub communication is great. But also, for example, if people don't want to referee, how do you manage that people are coming on time, that they pay their fines? It's mainly managing a company for a year, which I love to do, and it's something that has always been luckily given to me. So I'm very excited to hopefully join you guys, and I'm quite confident that you will be making the right decision for picking me. So I'm hoping I will do great on the last day of the selection, and I'm very excited to meet you.